Good morning, I'm Cameron Moore, Executive Officer with the Wilmington-Cape Home Builders Association, and today we're doing our February Advocacy Corner edition. We appreciate you joining us. Tyler, thank you again as always, appreciate you joining us. So Tyler, we're talking a little bit this month as we get through January, which obviously was a very quick month it seemed like. We rolled through pretty fast and into February. We had a lot of things transitioning from January to February, and one of the largest things, or two of the largest things we dealt with and submitted comments on and we've been working on a lot is first Brunswick County Inspections. We've had some issues down there. A lot of our builders, a lot of our members have expressed some concerns as far as their new reservation system. I think in theory what we have agreed to is the system seems good on paper, but implementation has been a struggle. Talk about that just a little bit.
So because of the partnership we have with both the Wilmington Home Builders Association and the Brunswick County Association, we set a meeting up in December, I believe, to talk about the emerging computer system that would, one, cap daily inspections for Brunswick County, but put the system online so that folks could, instead of calling, you go online and figure out, I want to get my framing inspection on Tuesday at 2 o'clock, go sit down and bang. In theory, that sounds good. It's the practical implementation that's been a challenge. And you've got different types of builders. You have different types of folks that are building, one or two homes out of the beach, or you've got production builders or regional builders that are building several. And so you've got to have a system that meets the needs of all of those folks and is efficient and effective in one of the fastest growing areas of the country.
Sure, and I think they're starting to strike a balance. I know we've had a lot of meetings with Michael Slate, the Brunswick County Inspections Director, and matter of fact, he actually called me this morning, so we're working on that. The other thing, Pender County, we submitted a pretty good laundry list of comments to their comprehensive plan. It's a pretty big update for them on the comp plan. We've had some independent conversations with Planning Director Kyle Brewer. I think we've made some headway there. Particularly, there's an item in there, a mapping segment, talking a little bit about a new residential coastal kind of designation that we have some concerns about. Talk a little bit about that.
One of the things that they proposed was to create a coastal residential district for everything basically east of 17 and Hampstead north. So what that would do, I think the provisions that were in the draft that we saw would be, it would cap impervious coverage at 35%, it would be recommended low impact development, there would be some other provisions. What we felt like was, one, the existing houses in that area didn't necessarily meet those criteria, and two, if you do that and have a big overlay district in the most valuable part of the county, I think you're going to have problems from a price point. You're going to exclude a bunch of people from that market really quickly, and you're going to change the dynamics of what's going to happen there. And I think if you don't have the continued investment in that corridor, you're not going to get the transportation upgrades that you need. You're not going to get the commercial things that you want. You're not going to get the jobs because those houses are going to go elsewhere.
Right. I mean, the two big points there: infrastructure is key, and then a real good mixture of housing.
Right.
That's where our focus has been. Next Monday, pretty big day. Filing begins, and essentially opens up. Just real quickly, just a short little synopsis of kind of where we sit, maybe what we're looking at on happening Monday.
So we've got filing for 2018 elections. It'll run Monday, I guess February the 12th, 13th, pick a day, to the 28th of February. We've got primaries in May, general election in November. You've got congressional seats up, you've got General Assembly seats up, the House and the Senate, and then you've got a bunch of local county commissioners, right. 2 Brunswick County commissioners, sure. 2 New Hanover County commissioners, 3 Pender County commissioners. Sure. Nobody's up in Onzo, but those types of seats are open. So we'll see a bunch of folks filing. They'll start raising money. They'll be out in the community asking for your vote, asking for your support. It's going to be key because there are a lot of really important issues that are coming up in the next year.
UDO comp plans and stuff.
That's right, that are impacting your members' business, and then business generally, and then just taxpayers and citizens and folks that live here. Sure.
Well, as always, we appreciate your insights and what you do for the HBA. You can check out these stories and other stories in our February toolbox. It is now online. We appreciate you joining us today, and we look forward to seeing you again in March. Thank you, Tom.
Thanks.